and welcome back to the RIP DGPTQ series presented by Innova Discs and equipped by Diameter Apparel. We are your commentary for the day, Gannon Buhr and myself, Ezra Robinson. We will be showing y'all and talking through round 2. Anything to say, Gannon?
Should be exciting. We have a new card today. Ezra was not able to make the lead card.
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry, man. But hopefully he'll be able to make it for the final round. What is Alden doing?
What?
Okay. But this card is going to be very exciting. Lots of different styles of gameplay on this course.
Alden is just making up for his lost camera time already. First of all, we have Gannon Buhr, who 992 rated, not 992, 1092 rated first round. Still a 0-time world champion. We have Alden Harris, 1063 rated round 1. Only 2 players to birdie hole 16, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Alden and I were the only birdies on hole 16 round 1. Next up we have back-to-back and defending world champion Isaac Robinson. Didn't miss a single circle 1 putt in the first round. Hoping to keep that going moving forward. And Justin Rosak out of Pennsylvania, I believe. 89% fairways hit during the first round. That's very good. You're not finding out of bounds with that, and you're giving yourself a lot of birdie looks.
Hole 1 here at Oak Goat. It's ranked 14th, hardest hole on the course.
It's a pretty easy hole then.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. 770 feet. It's a pretty basic hole. You want to throw the big hyzer out right, have it come back to the left, and then throw a putter or a mid into the green to set yourself up for an easy birdie to start your round.
Conditions today are pretty similar to round 1, maybe slightly windier, but overall a very beautiful day here. About 75 degrees and pretty medium wind, I'd say. Got a left-to-right wind coming off this tee box. I'm just going a nice high hyzer with my cloud breaker, just putting it in position.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you need right there.
Yeah, not bad. Not as far as I wanted, but also not bad at all.
Alden Harris making his first lead card appearance of the
Ever.
2024.
Ever.
Maybe possibly ever. We'll have to look on that. But I know he's very excited to have made lead card and played so well yesterday. I mean, he's going his DD3, kind of like on a spike hyzer. That's his distance driver, so he's trying to get as far as he can, but still be safe. So, man, it works out perfectly.
Alden's really good at that shot. Something pretty neutral, but throwing it on a hyzer, you're able to get a little more distance that way.
Again, Isaac's going to be throwing his D3. He has to throw it as far as he can to get it into the landing zone. Yeah, he doesn't have any distance, so.
And this one's really overstable as well. If you want to know how to find fairways, throw overstable. That is the #1 key. And that's a fairway finder right there. Gonna leave him about 320 feet into the green.
I want to say Justin Rosak is throwing a Halo box.
And does this guy like the USA? I can't tell.
Yeah, I think he's from Canada, is he not?
I don't know.
Something's giving it away.
Nice smooth hyzer here.
Oh, yeah.
Flat release, but fading the entire way. Never had a chance to go out of bounds.
Perfect. 0 skip.
Like we said in round 1, the ground's very weird. You're not going to get many skips. And we are off. First up is going to be Justin approaching the green. I believe he said this was a Justice, actually. A very straight flying Justice. If you know how that disc flies, it does not fly like that usually. That's a great shot. Nice little checkup on the mulch there. I'm going to leave him just outside the bullseye for the easy birdie.
On P3X again.
P3X.
Hanging out a little bit too wide.
I thought it was a decent shot. It just didn't really fade. Maybe it was the slight wind we had.
There's a little bit of headwind coming out.
Yeah, I probably just didn't judge that quite right. Went a little bit left in round 1, so I wanted to make a correction. Kind of overcorrected. Isaac going to make the correction on my shot and throw it pretty much on line with the basket. Goes a little deep with it, but once again, going to leave a circle's edge putt.
You'll see Alden throw his mutant Pretty much.
Every shot.
Every shot. Every up shot.
And that's why. Easy birdies.
Yeah, backhand or forehand. He loves that thing. Now, this is a good putt to start the day right here.
Yeah, right about 30 feet.
Yeah.
Really good line. Just kind of short-armed it.
Yeah. That's my least favorite putt when it bounces straight up off the nubs.
Clutch. Good start. Good
like
confidence booster putt. Isaac's been putting really good this tournament. He was putting terrible in practice.
Tell me it ain't so. Are you? That is
no.
not how you want to start round 1 or round 2 on hole 1. You think it's a little bit of nerves for Justin?
Probably a little bit nervous. We actually had a pretty big gallery for a round 2 here in Canada. The crowd came out, very supportive. It was awesome. And Justin and I are going to start with some pars. Not the worst start. Definitely one of the holes you want to get, as it plays as one of the easier holes in the course. But as we move into hole 2, the par 3, 465 feet, ranks as the 6th hardest hole on the course. Playing a quarter of a stroke over par. This hole is pretty difficult. You got to keep it low under this ceiling, which is about 100 feet short of the basket. As we go into the opening of the gap, most people will be going distance driver, low, trying to skip it forward. The ground is pretty skippy, so, you know, I like the hole, and left and right side are both jail, so stay away from that. But, you know, at 450, 60 feet, it's kind of hard to control the disc that far. Alden throwing that same DD3 and pulling it just a little bit to the right. Let's see where this one finishes. Oh, nice little kick back to the right there at the end of the flight. That's going to give him a much better angle approaching the basket.
Let's see if Isaac can correct off of yesterday.
Man, that was almost perfect. And he's going to finish in those skinny trees, probably about 60 feet from the basket. I'm going with the same exact disc Alden threw, except for mine has a stamp. I threw it a bit too high round 1, so I'm just trying to keep this one nice and low.
So I believe there was only 7 birdies so far on hole 2.
Good stat, man.
Yeah.
That's why we have you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You hear me saying get down. It was so close to being good, and that's going to leave me a very tricky approach. Justin, I believe this is a destroyer. Right idea, just started it too far to the right. And doesn't quite get to the woods. You'll see he'll have an open approach. Should be able to get the easy par.
Sorry, I misspoke. 6 birdies. So even less.
All right, hole 2 is playing extremely difficult. Alden, nice forehand approach. Don't see that out of him too often, but he's got it when he needs it.
Again with the mutant. Forehand or backhand.
How much room do I have here with my foot? Is that still in or no?
That's a foot fault.
Oh gosh, well,
That's better.
stroke me. Here I'm trying to line up a forehand shot, and I don't even know what I'm doing here. Ezra, just explain.
It reminds me of Beaver State.
Yep.
Hole 1 last round.
That's where it helps to be 6'6", folks. I can lean out and get around the trees. And that's going to leave me a nice 15-footer for the par. I'm very, very happy with that. And you can see here, there is not even a gap the size of a disc.
He's throwing his unmarked roller disc again.
Oh, no.
Okay, no, never mind.
Doesn't. Okay, we're good.
Great hole.
And he says it's a great hole. We're good. Glad to hear that. You know, I think he appreciates the difficulty of it.
Yes.
And this one's dead center too. All right.
Yeah.
Isaac, bit of a rough hole too. I'm gonna clean up my par along with the others on the card. Although a bogey's not great, it's also very difficult to birdie this hole.
Justin just missed one of these on the last hole. Let's see if he can get it back together. There you go.
That was smooth.
We'll account it to just nerves on hole 1.
Yep.
In the gallery.
Isaac,
Good to see him
nice
back.
and quick tapping in.
You want a new disc, but you're overwhelmed by all of the options. Well, we've got you covered. Meet the Innova Pathfinder Guides, a series of graphics that match a set of discs for your style of play, curated by our own Riley O'Neill and Eric Schwann. Whether you're the beginner, the crusher, or anywhere in between, we've got a lineup for you. So scan the QR code, find a guide that matches your style of play, and discover your path to a better game. If you haven't seen these, you're missing out. All right, back to the action.
We have hole 3, ranking the 10th hardest on the course. It's only 225 feet, but you have a very skinny double mando that you have to navigate onto, not an island green, but there's like a little OB pond. It's not really water.
Definitely acts as a pond.
But you want to clear that over the wall and stop short of the tall grass back there. It's not OB, but it is gonna be a tough putt.
Man, if this hole had a pond short of the basket, it would be even scarier.
Yeah.
Lose your disc, possibly. Alden, going backhand, definitely I'd say slightly tougher to at least hit the initial gap.
It's also going mid. Boy.
Honestly, not the worst.
Didn't miss the mando.
And he still has a shot through the mando.
I have seen a lot of people going mid on this hole instead of a putter, even though it's a putter distance, just to make sure they clear. You just played that out really right.
To be honest, I was just trying to hit the gap. I did my job. And gonna have a really deep circle 2 putt.
It's like a zone from Mr. Rosak.
Yes. There you go.
Talk about being in the zone. That's looking
That's
fantastic.
in the zone, baby.
Heck yeah.
That's one of the best shots we've seen on the hole so far.
He did this round 1, didn't he?
Same mistake as round 1.
Yeah.
He said he's just going to blast a mid-range tomorrow, and Alden still has to throw. So Isaac has to hobble back. This is a Exo Soft Link out of Alden. Straight to understable putter. And
What a shot.
pretty good shot. Probably would have ended up around that area anyway. You can see the circle 1 tassel right there. So he's going to have a 30-footer. I wouldn't say a death putt at all. The wall's kind of there to protect him.
All right, let's see if Chessman can make this.
For par. Oh, that was
Man.
such a good putt. Just a little bit too low. Definitely a bit breezy out here. Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy.
Were you afraid of that going back OB?
Not really. If it
Okay.
got maybe a bigger bounce, possibly, but I'm going to have a pretty tricky putt. Alden to save par.
What a par save.
Yeah, that was a great putt.
Ooh. That's probably a little bit trickier par than you wanted.
Yeah, you can see that's basically the line I had.
Wow.
With the tree being that close to the basket, it was actually very difficult. And Justin to clean up the only birdie on the hole.
There you go.
Good putt there.
He's bounced back. He's good.
I mean, I'd say 1 down through 3 is a decent start. You'll take it.
Yeah.
You're definitely not mad with that start. I'd say the course starts slightly difficult.
Yeah.
Hole 4 is a par 3, 310 feet. Playing as one of the easier holes on the course today. There's no out of bounds. That's probably why. So you're going to have these 2 walls made out of wood, about 80 feet short of the basket and about 50 feet short of the basket. You have to navigate up or around. Pretty much just dead straight, going slightly downhill the entire way. Definitely I've seen some people go long on this hole, but you're going to see a mix of different plays, forehand, backhand. I don't believe anyone goes forehand on our card today, but if you're a pretty dominant forehand player, you're going to see it.
Straight left out of the hand. Yeah, that's an easy miss to make on this hole.
Yeah, I just was not a committed shot, but to be fair, we are getting some headwind gusts up this tunnel. Maybe possibly thinking it's going to flip a little bit more than it did. Alden, really great line here, just never had any height.
Yeah. So Isaac is going He's bogey.
Yeah, rough stretch right there.
You throwing that link again?
Yep.
You finally got it.
Wait. Oh, kissed it.
Wow. That's
Still a great shot.
So, Isaac went birdie, bogey. If he wants to bounce back, he can't hold this too close to the chest. And, oh my goodness, you never.
That thing got destroyed.
Yeah.
That thing got murdered by the wind.
He is the king of those shots.
He is, and that disc is usually not that understable. Justin, wow, I did not know this was that tough. I don't hate the idea. I feel like it's definitely hard. I wonder if he had an over-the-top line from there. I probably would have taken that if it is there, but you never know. Isaac about 65 feet.
Dude.
Bang!
That
He is no rook either.
Yeah, we're gonna be making
chess puns
I don't know
all day.
if you've already caught
Or chess pawns.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Isaac, good putt from the chess man.
Chess man.
Alden. 50-footer. Bang!
I think
He looks at me, he says, I'm not going to get big putted today.
I was in the card ahead of you guys, and
Ooh.
right in my backswing, I heard a bunch of cheering. So, you guys
Look at that nice
totally
low
missed it.
corner pocket.
So good.
There you go, he's pointing. Not going to big putt me today. Justin from a very similar spot to save his par. Ooh, just right of the basket, I believe.
It's a little easier than your 80-footer round one.
Yeah, 2 for 2 in this hole. I'm pretty happy with that. It was one of those holes I said to Gavin, I was like, you know what, I might play horrible in practice, but I feel like I'll probably do decent in the tournament. So, you know, even if I get one more par on it, I'd be pretty satisfied with a 2 under through 3. Justin, very good bogey putt, especially, you know, pretty nervy, about 30-footer.
All right, hole 5, 590 feet. You want to push it straight through these 2 double gaps. Probably land right here where the shadow just starts, and then throw the spike hyzer over the top. The drone's gonna take us through the wood gap this way. There's not really
Not a great line.
Yeah, not really any lines through there. You want to go over the top, but the OB comes into play behind it quickly, so you really have to stall it backwards a little bit. So it's kind of tricky, but we'll see what these guys can do.
Good shot of the gallery right there. Alden going with the Horizon FT3 forehand.
Go.
Not quite turning it enough. Gonna end up in a pretty rough spot in the woods. I'm throwing these same discs, just a different color.
That's a little bit more turn.
Blair.
Ooh.
Thank you.
I thought you were pushing a little deep.
Nice overstable edge of the FD3.
Let's see what. Oh my gosh. He must be so bored at this point.
I mean, yeah, he beat disc golf. He won the World Championships twice.
Yeah. Maybe he should stick.
So Isaac, the only player on the card not throwing an FD3. Very interesting play. I mean, man, that's a good disc. Justin making it look amazing.
Good. Do you know what he threw there?
FD3?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't lying.
A little more inside now.
Okay, if you just heard what Isaac said.
Did he not know there was a Mando?
He forgot there was a Mando. He was about to miss it by 100 feet. So, you saw the Mando on the right there. Funny story. Isaac was lining up and was just going to chuck. And we were like, wait, Isaac, there's a Mando, buddy. And, yeah, probably saved him at least 2 strokes there. Because if he's missing the Mando, he's throwing 4 from way back. Probably taking a double likely. But he's not. He's actually going to have a circle 2 putt for the birdie. That was a bomb. Alden doesn't have much. Going to go to this big turnover with the DD3.
I think that was the base.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's pretty much all these guys.
You don't expect much from that lie.
Yeah. Alright, so you're going slice again?
Uh-huh.
The wind carries that so much more than
Yeah.
I think.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it looked like it Almost didn't even hit a tree. Kind of just came straight down somehow.
It's almost identical to round 1.
Yep.
Is he going grenade?
He's going grenade.
No way.
Gets a little bit razzed, but this one's looking good actually. It's gonna end up just inside the circle.
Wow. That's such a, if you have that shot, that's definitely in the hole to throw it.
Alden just pitching up for the par.
Yeah, with the OB being so close, you don't really want to run that. Unless you're the world champion.
And look at that, saving literally 3 strokes. You know, maybe I regret saying it now, but I'll be a good friend. Gotta clean up the birdie. That's a... I mean, man, these last 2 holes could have gone very differently for Isaac if he's not able to convert on those 2 circle 2 putts. And if we don't help him with the Mando, you know, maybe 4-stroke swing there.
Man, and he was hitting circle 2 putts all day the first day.
I know, it's kind of scary at this point. And at this point, I kind of get the feeling that Isaac's, he's kind of entered that focused Isaac mode, which is scary because he pretty much just throws perfect shots until he messes up barely. But we'll see how long he's able to maintain this stretch.
Already has 2 bogeys on the card, which doesn't help, especially since you have 0.
But he has 2 birdies in a row.
Yeah, well, so do you.
Yeah. Alright, we're on hole 6, par 3, 375. Playing pretty middle of the pack in terms of difficulty. Most players are going to be going somewhat over this patch of trees on the left right here. Backhand turnover or a forehand. You're going to see a mix of both on today's card. A couple trees to miss up by the basket. But yeah, you can definitely find some tricky spots to make putts. Going with the same play, forehand DD3. Once again, tailwind, so I have to throw it really high because it's getting beat down the whole way.
Oh, it's true.
Hey.
Not bad.
That worked.
Not bad.
I just go for that Annie M1 play again. For a second, I thought that was too high.
Pretty good. Yeah, should flex a little bit.
Wow.
Such an interesting line. He's not really trying to get the fade back at the end, but I feel like that's kind of how it works as a pro disc golfer. You might not even hit your line how you want, but your body just somehow throws it correct. Alden, I don't love this play because you have to get over the top of the tallest tree and then somehow slow down. And he goes deep there, about 60 feet deep. Forehand guy.
I think that's the same disc he went with
Nice,
the
Justin.
grenade.
It is very overstable Halo Destroyer. Oh,
What a spit out.
what a
No
gift!
way.
We did not see that from the tee.
That's awesome.
Still, extremely good shot.
Okay, so I'm actually on this hole while Alden's putting.
I have to go to the wide, so M4.
Oh,
Yeah, there I am.
who's that guy?
He said, I'm going to go the wide hyzer. I was like, dude, just go straight at it.
Chucks it up. Oh my gosh.
Literally, I'm patting from a whole different hole. Such
Look
a good,
at this line. You can't even
such a
see the
good-
basket.
That's insane.
Easy birdie, mark it down.
That's why he's on the lead card, folks.
Yeah, a couple big putts from Alden this round already. Alden, mid-season, switched from the P3X to the Link. He's loving it. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap in my birdie there. A little bit obstructed, but being tall helps quite a bit.
Okay, wait a minute. Are you guys just star frame this hole?
I mean, if Isaac can make this
If
putt,
Isaac can
pretty
make
difficult.
this.
Bang.
That is a crazy star frame. I don't think people understand how.
Yeah, it's a very hard hole. Very hard hole.
That's wild. Hole 7, par 3, 340 feet. This one, you want to either throw a spiked forehand over that hazard to the left and land it back towards the basket. But there is OB. It's like a little marshy area marked by the logs. So if you go too far with the forehand, it can easily find that. Me personally, I go with a turnover backhand and try to land it just short and have about a 30-footer. I think that's probably the safest play.
Something I note about this hole is it's not that far right. It's almost...
It really is.
It's not straight, but it's not as far right as you would think.
Sit. No way.
I was wondering how that went OB. I felt like that was a pretty good shot.
I mean, it was.
It's the best shot ever.
I don't know if I'd say that, but it was...
Wait, you did say that.
I don't know if I would. That's a weird guy.
I just don't think Isaac's ever missing this line.
Yeah, that's kind of his bread and butter. The cut roller that kind of just burns out a little bit. And Alden, forehand guy.
It's a PD2?
DD3.
DD3,
This
okay.
one just never had a chance.
Hey, but like he went out right by the basket, so that should be
Should be an easy par.
easy par.
Justin, same forehand disc as last hole.
Puts a move on it. Come on. If that has the height, that's golden. No.
There's that little triangle of hazard.
There's like
So
a
he's going to have to
foot
putt
height.
from there to try to save the par.
Okay.
I believe he might be
This is the scary part with
just
that
inside
OB.
the circle.
Come on. No. No way. That is worst case scenario right there. Not even able to give it a good bid either.
Yeah.
Just kind of low the whole way.
Alden gonna nice to left side for the par.
Love the traffic cones out there.
I know. It's a very easy place to see where your disc went out of bounds, and I'm also gonna clean up my par.
That's the fastest double.
That
he'll
hurts.
ever take.
That hurts. Didn't throw really any super bad shots, but everything was just a little bit off, and that's what you got to pay for on tour. Isaac tapping in the nice birdie.
Now, you should be a little scared of Isaac. That's now 4 in a row.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's gonna happen quick. Hole 8, par 4. One of the easiest holes on the course. The only danger here is the OB on the left side. Maybe getting into a rough spot, and the tall grass on the right could also come into play. But we're not playing to the short basket, going to the long one on the left up top. You see most players lay up to that short corner and then pitch over to the basket from here. And it's on the hillside, so most shots just stick on the hill. It's very easy to land close to the basket. So,
Nice backstop.
but Isaac, typical Isaac, gonna go for the nice layup play.
Normally it's the reverse, where the basket's on a down slope.
That is true.
He put it right under that tree.
Yeah, not great.
Okay, so you switched up discs this round.
I did. I went a little more overstable. I'm
Okay.
trying to learn that cloud breaker. I think it's probably better for this shot.
You think the DD3 was pushing a little far?
Yeah, it's just a little flippy. So I'll probably continue with that cloud breaker.
There you go. He did that in practice. And
Yeah, that is the tough part about that shot is you have to stay focused.
right.
It looks like he kind of just didn't lazily throw it, but maybe didn't have his full attention on exactly where he's trying to aim.
Right. It's such an easy hole.
Because it feels like such an easy shot, but there is danger, and that's about the worst mistake you can do because you're wasting basically 2 strokes.
Yeah.
And you can't even reach the basket from here. So he's basically just trying to get where I landed my drive, almost on top of it.
Yeah.
And I believe he's going to go big tomorrow. He's just going to go full send and hope it works out. Isaac, this is actually a very difficult run-up. You can't really tell, but
Yeah.
straight uphill.
Very, very unnecessary for him to land there too.
Yeah.
kind of
Isaac
a
should definitely not be
lackadaisical
there.
Yep. easily finding a way out of that check.
Justin, same justice.
Justice
Solid
with
shot.
Justice. You giving this a little bit more of a bid?
A little bit. 145 feet that clocked at.
Yeah.
Slightly uphill.
Is that mutant again?
Yep. And, yep. We're going to have all 4 putts. Alden's is going to be for bogey. Justin, this is definitely a tester range. Once again, getting a little bit breezy on the course.
Nailed it.
Good putt. Right in the heart.
He's shaking off hole 1 completely.
Yeah, just a couple mistakes. Otherwise, he'd be right up there.
Yeah.
Isaac.
His putt on the last one wasn't an easy putt either.
No.
He had some stuff in the way, and the stress of the OB behind it, which unfortunately he did find. That's not all we want to bogey, I'll tell you that right now.
Definitely not. It's one of the easiest holes on the course.
We're losing 2 strokes to pretty much everybody out here. Hole 9, wrap up the front 9. We got a par 3, 345 feet. It's ranking the 17th hardest, so definitely one you want to get. It's basically just a spike hyzer into the green, and hope you don't roll down the hill. And you have to play the hill so you don't. There's a right to left crosswind, so it's gonna carry it up the hill. So you gotta adjust for that. But as long as you avoid the OB short, you should be looking for a putt. So Isaac's going A2. We're gonna spike it in. Yeah, just a little high on the hill. That's a little rollback. That should be fine.
It's definitely the play, though, to go high on the hill.
Really?
It's definitely the play.
Going MD5 with the Lego stamp. Wow.
Sit.
You look so crushed whenever your disc starts like doing something.
And it worked out.
You look so confused.
It looks like it stopped parked.
Yeah, that was a
It
good
is
job.
parked, Gannon.
Good job.
Thank you.
Do you know what Justin's throwing here?
FT3 boy.
Okay, so he has a couple of those in the bag. What a shot. I like that. I like taking a fairway and just spiking it in right by the basket.
I wish I could do that.
Oh, good stop.
Little pebble on the tee pad.
Really good stop.
So smooth.
Yeah.
With the throw Joe's die, FD1.
See,
Nice.
I feel like the fairway spikes don't get a lot of action.
It's just inconsistent. I've seen fairways roll down the hill too, so I don't know. I think you just got to get a little bit lucky. A little bit of a tester putt to finish out the front 9.
I feel like, yeah, now they're putting back into like a headwind.
Yeah, it's very scary. Headwind on this elevated basket.
Yeah.
There's no base. You're just putting at a pole if you miss low.
That's why I'd rather almost be putting up the hill.
Justin,
Good putt from
nice
Justin.
soft cleanup.
Really able to bring it
And-
back in the last 2 holes.
Yeah, good bounce back, and I'll tap in for my birdie to shoot 5 under on the front 9.
There you go.
Solid score.
Yeah.
Left a couple out there, but
Hey.
that's to be expected. We don't expect perfection.
Looking at the leaderboard, Gannon is still 5 ahead of Isaac. Isaac and Alden still having a good front 9. Gavin Babcock making moves. I think he started the round at -3, so he's 5 down through 10. And myself was down there, still struggling.
As a
little bit,
Robinson is going to need to birdie the entire back 9.
but I really do.
That's going to do it for the front 9, folks.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Make sure to
please.
follow Ace Run Pro
Yes.
on Twitter and on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. for more content.
Be tuned for the back 9.
Yeah.
Gannon and I will be commentating that as well. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube. I think we both have YouTube now.
We both have YouTube.
Perfect. Yes. Go subscribe. Click the like. Click the share.
Click everything.
Share it with your friends and your family.
And that's it.
And
see you on the back.
People you don't even know. Just share it.
Amazing.